SABC found that it was important to partner with the ICT endeavor. I'm now joined by the Group CEO of the SAB, Lulama Mkhobo. Thank you very much for joining us on the program. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Oh, thank you, Peter. Good morning.
All right, so why was it important for the SABC to partner with the ICT endeavor?
Well, I think one of the most important reasons is the SABC is a beneficiary of ICT. The deliberations that are going to be unfolding over the next few days will certainly help us determine how far we can go on our convergence model for the SABC. And as you know, we need to be able to reach audiences of all types, all ages, everywhere in South Africa. And we need to be able to service them as effectively as we possibly can, even those areas of the country where they still don't receive a signal. It's absolutely crucial. So we are now talking about mobile television. We are talking about IP, internet protocol television, and those kinds of models. But secondly, we had to partner with the conference because out of this we are able to broadcast to the whole of South Africa what exactly is going on here, what people can expect out of this ICT that they keep hearing about, and this gives us an opportunity to do our job as a public broadcaster, and that's to take knowledge out to the country and have all our viewers, our audiences begin to grasp what it is that this ICT monster is about. Yeah.
All right, so you're talking about smartphones, mobile platforms. How are we as the SABC embracing these new technologies?
We're embracing them fully, Peter. As you know, with some of our channels, we do have some live streaming on the internet. We are currently testing some mobile technology that will in fact be able to help us expand our reach much more rapidly, because currently we are sitting at 63% in terms of Centec, our partner, at 63% of digitization of our network. And when we do launch, although we do expect to be quite far in terms of reaching our target of 100%, we need to still be able to reach ordinary citizens who may not be able to convert as quickly as we are hoping to. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about that conversion. How far away are we? The UK is pretty much done by October now. And they were talking about a 10-year process that they went to. We're going to have to accelerate ours.
Absolutely. I want to give South Africans the comfort that we are quite ahead in terms of our readiness. We have just about every aspect covered. The main things that we're dealing with now are getting our digital library conversions from analog to digital. As you know, we come from the age of pneumatic tapes. You still remember those? And 3/4-inch tapes. So those are going to be digitized. We are very mindful of the fact that we've got a huge wealth of content. I'm dwelling on that because that's what the SABC is about. We have a huge amount of content that predates a whole lot of us, absolutely. With SABC having turned 75 years this year, you can imagine we have content that dates back as far as that. So we're busy in the process of the digital library migration. We are getting ready. We are now testing our digital signal. I'm sure you saw in the exhibition, they have a flat screen that shows the difference between a digital picture and an analog picture. And you must admit too, Peter, that the digital looks so much better. Looks so much better.
All right. So, and perhaps finally, what is this going to mean for your mandate as a national broadcaster and for the viewer at home once we migrate?
Peter, we are looking forward to a time when we will actually be able to have multiple soundtracks, and I think that's one of the most important interventions we're looking at. You may have seen yesterday one of the suppliers of software taking us through the latest technology in getting language converted just through almost like a snapshot. I was very excited about that because we do find ourselves excluding quite a large chunk of South Africans when we do our subtitling in English, for instance. You may have somebody who speaks Xitsonga who would really like to understand, but they don't speak English. So I'm looking forward to the day when we can be able to do that, but not only just from a subtitling perspective, but from a soundtrack perspective, where the user will have the ability to select what language they want to go into. That may not happen immediately when we go live, but it's one of the things that I certainly hope during my tenure we will be able to achieve.
All right, so we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you, as always, chatting to you this morning. Group CEO Lula Mamkgobo, thank you.
Thank you, Peter.